Warwick, we just finished our conversation with Joy Johnson, and it was this is a word that people don't use anymore, but it was a humdinger. It was an excellent episode. Of all the guests we've had, I think she epitomizes her name, Joy, in what she talked about and what she gives to the folks that she helps. So what is the top takeaway that you can think of all that we covered with Joy today?
Joy Johnson is a remarkable person. She has just incredible things she does. She is the host of the Journey to Becoming podcast, which is a top 1.5% globally ranked podcast that focuses on helping women become, I think from her perspective, who God would have them be. She's the founder of the Joyful Fit Life community. I mean, she's contributing a lot. But what's amazing is, given that where she's coming from, it's just remarkable. She lost her mom on Christmas night to suicide when Joy was just 6 years old. It would have been easy for her to blame herself because her mom wanted her to come with her to do an errand. And Joy was like, no, I want to stay here because she's 6 and it's Christmas. She wants to open presents. But her dad handled it very well and said, Joy, it's not your fault. But still, she's had to deal with her grandmother took her life. Also, she had a brother that took his life just shortly before Joy's wedding day. So she's been through a lot. But she's not let her crucibles define her. I mean, has not been easy, but she has faced her fears. Like, her mother had postpartum depression. So she's thinking, gee, when I become a mother, I'm going to have postpartum depression, or what will happen then? She's naturally afraid of that. But yet, fortunately, it didn't happen for her. So she had a number of fears and almost shame. It's like when she would tell people, oh, my mother took her own life. It's like, oh, you're that family. That's the thought that she had. And people will think, oh, that's sort of this broken family. All these fears, which aren't always what people are thinking, but that's the fear. She was able to face those fears and not be defined by them, which is the key to coming back from your worst day, is reflect on them. And she's very good about, really getting in touch. It took her a while to get in touch with what those fears are, what those hurts are, and talk about that. Because then she lived sort of another crucible, which was, the sense of she's going through the motions as a wife and mother and a business owner. But yet, life became a sort of what's it all for? What does it all mean? That, we had a series second act significance when people bounce forward from a place where they're feeling like life is just moving along. I'm not depressed, but it's like, it's not a vibrant life. It's sort of like a black and white life, not full color. And so she was able to face that with the incredible help of her husband, who just said, I think you could be a podcaster. And she says, I don't know. Even bought her some equipment. I mean, he was really advocating for it for what he knew that she wanted to do. So, and now she helps a whole bunch of other women and advocate for them to find their own vision, to be honest with what they're feeling, to have other women come alongside them and have systems and accountability to help make these dreams and these visions become reality. So, she's a person of very great faith. I think for all of us, no matter what your faith perspective, you've got to be honest with what you're feeling, with what you've been through. You've got to cling to some higher purpose, which is what Joy has done for her as her faith in Christ. Whatever that is for you, that was the key to pulling her away from negative thoughts to the light. And having people that you can be, she used this word, not just safe with, but secure. Whether it's your husband, wife, parents, brother, sister, partner, friends, find people that know you, that you can be vulnerable with. We talk about, fellow travelers. I mean, this is fellow travelers to the nth degree. People who know you and will advocate for you, who will support you, who won't judge you. that is so helpful as you try to get beyond your worst day to live a vision that maybe it's come out of your worst day and it will lead a life of significance. We can learn so much from Joy Johnson, her honesty, her compassion, and her courage in advocating for other women to help them have visions they're not just settling for. She's really just a remarkable person with a lot of courage, a huge amount of faith, and every day she tries to live in light of her beliefs and values. That's what we believe at Beyond the Crucible. Whatever your beliefs and values are, cling to them, nurture them, have people that support you in them, and live your life in light of them. Be honest and vulnerable. Yes, we all can feel a bit broken or a few scars. That's okay. It's remarkable when you find people who you can be safe and secure with, who will say, we know who you are. We know that you have those scars, but we love and support you anyway. That gives you incredible freedom. So we can learn so much from Joy Johnson.